Now, electromeric effect is broadly classified into two categories. Attacking reagent is electrophile. Now, what is the meaning of electrophile? What is the actual definition? I will explain later on. And what is the meaning of aspherophile? Aspherophile means, to write down this definition, attacking reagent is positively charged or electrophile is known as plus E effect. It will decide, it help in deciding where the attacking reagent will attack. It can be explained by using two ways. First of all, it shows plus I effect, means it is a electron donating, means it is a pushing. First of all, electromeric effect is a temporary effect. Why it is a temporary? And what is inductive effect? It is a permanent effect because it is a displacement of sigma electron. Why no electromeric in saturated? Because of absence of pi bond. This means the type of effect observed is plus E. Just like a alkane, inductive effect will not operate in alkane, absence of Hi, hello to everyone. Now today's lecture is mainly based on electromeric effect. We already studied what is inductive effect, and today we will study what is electromeric effect. Then we will study application and along with the DPP and class test based on inductive effect and electromeric effect. In today's lecture we will cover electromeric effect, and along with the electromeric effect there will be a quiz. The single choice questions will be there, integer type questions will be there. So let's start with electromeric effect. Now first of all, what is the definition of electromeric effect? Now what is electromeric effect? It is a displacement of pi electron. It is a displacement of pi electron. Displacement of pi electron within a molecule, means it is an intramolecular process. Displacement of pi electron within a molecule in the presence of attacking reagent, means this displacement of pi electron within a molecule under the influence of attacking reagent is known as electromeric shift. Means there is a shifting of pi electron. For example, this is a electromeric shift, but this shift will take place whenever there is a attacking reagent. So first of all, write down the definition in your class notes. It is a displacement of pi electron within a molecule in the presence of attacking reagent is known as electromeric effect or electromeric shift. Pause the video and write down definition. Now, electromeric effect is broadly classified into two categories. There are two types of electromeric effect. One is plus E effect and another one is minus E effect. So write in your notes electromeric effect, plus E effect and minus E effect. Now what is the meaning of plus E effect? Plus E effect means if attacking reagent is positively charged. I already explained in the definition that shifting of pi electron is known as electromeric effect under the influence of attacking reagent. For example, the attacking reagent is H plus or positive charge, then this type of shift is known as plus E effect. Or attacking reagent is electrophile. Now what is the meaning of electrophile? Electrophile means electrons, phile means loving. Those who love electron is known as electrophile. So for example, these all are electrophile because they love electron. Electrophile are mainly positively charged. What is the actual definition? I will explain later on. So right now we have to study simply that electrophile is electron loving and these positive charge are electrophile. Whenever these are attacking reagent, then the shifting of that pi bond is known as plus E effect. Means if attacking reagent is positively charged or electrophile, then it is known as plus E effect. Now what is the meaning of bibliophile? Bibliophile means, biblio means books. Those who love books is known as bibliophile. Got it? Now what is the meaning of, for example, if we take example of Bachchan family, what is the meaning of aspherophile? Aspherophile means, for example, what is the name of that hero? Abhishek Bachchan. So Abhishek Bachchan can say he is aspherophile, means aspheria loving. Similarly, there is a Katrina phile. What is the meaning of Katrina phile? Those who love Katrina Kaif. Got it? So similarly, bibliophile, electrophile. So write down this definition. Attacking reagent is positively charged or electrophile is known as plus E effect, and these all are electrophiles. Now second one is minus E effect. What is the meaning of minus I? Minus E, if attacking reagent is negatively charged. For example, attacking reagent is OH minus, R minus, Cn minus, means there is a negatively charged, then it is known as minus E effect. Or we can say that attacking reagent is nucleophile. Now what is the meaning of nucleophile? Nucleus loving. Now what is the charge on nucleus? There is a positive charge on nucleus. This means nucleus loving must be negatively charged. These all are nucleophile because they all are negative charge. So what is the definition of minus E? If attacking reagent is negative charge, it is minus E effect. If attacking reagent is positively charged, then it is known as plus E effect. So write definition in your class notes. Now let us explain inductive electromeric effect by example. For example, there is a ethene molecule. If I shift this pi bond on this carbon, it is a symmetrical alkene. I can shift on right hand side or I can shift on left hand side. If I shift pi bond on right hand side, there will be a negative charge and there will be a positive charge. So where the H plus will attack on negative charge. So by using electromeric shift, we can determine where the electrophile, means where the positive charge will attack. In this case, positive charge will attack on this carbon ion. So what is the type of this shift is known as? Since the attacking reagent is electrophile or the attacking reagent is positive charge, therefore it is known as plus E effect. Got it? The advantage of electromeric shift is it help in deciding where the attacking reagent will attack. So write down this example. Now in this second example, this is an example of propene. Now propene is showing methyl showing plus I effect. I can shift this pi electron on right hand side or I can move this pi electron on left hand side. Now in this case we have two choice, either to move on right hand side or left hand side. So which is the best way? The best way is right hand side. It can be explained by using two ways. First of all, it shows plus I effect, means it is a electron donating, means it is a pushing pi bond, pushing the sigma bond, means electron density is increasing in this direction. One more explanation is there. If I shift this pi bond, this is 2 degree carbocation. And if I shift pi bond on left hand side, then carbocation will formed in this position, it is a 1 degree cation. Now which one is more stable? 2 degree is more stable than 1 degree cation. That's why we will shift this electromeric or pi bond across right hand side. Now after shifting this pi bond, this carbon got negative charge. Where the H plus will attack? H plus will attack on this negative charge, means it will attack on first carbon. Now what is the type of effect? Since the attacking reagent is positive charge, therefore it is known as plus E effect. Got it? Now similarly, what is the intermediate when isobutene react with H plus? Again we have two options. I can shift this pi electron on right hand side or on left hand side. Now which is the best way? So I can explain by two ways. First of all, it will show plus I effect. This means pi bond will shift on right hand side, means they are electron donating group. First explanation. Now second explanation is, if I shift pi bond on right hand side, there is a formation of 3 degree carbocation. Now which one is more stable cation? 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree. We already studied in last lecture that 3 degree cation is the most stable. That's why this type of electromeric shift is more favorable. Now this carbon consists of negative charge. So this means this negative charge will react with positive charge. Negative will react with positive charge. And there will be a formation of 3 degree cation. Now the attacking reagent is positive charge, therefore it is known as plus E effect. Now let's try this example. Now again there is a pi bond between carbon and heteroatom. Now what is the meaning of heteroatom? Heteroatom means atom other than carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, halogen, heteroatom. Now we can shift pi bond on right hand side or on left hand side. So which is the best way? Right hand side, because oxygen is more electronegative. the dipole will be toward oxygen. Oxygen is more electronegative. This means we will shift pi bond toward oxygen. So oxygen will carry negative charge, this will carry positive charge. Now this negative charge, or we can say nucleophile, where the nucleophile will attack, where the negative charge will attack, it will attack on positive charge. Means this negative nucleophile will attack on positively charged carbon. Now what is the, since the attacking reagent is nucleophile or negative charge, then this type of shift is known as minus E effect. Got it? If attacking reagent is nucleophile, shift is minus E effect. Now again same example, we will shift pi bond toward more electronegative element, means it is a electromeric shift. Now what is the attacking reagent? This is the attacking reagent nucleophile, it will attack on positively charged. And if I add H plus, this example is similar to previous one, let me explain again. Oxygen is more electronegative. This means we will shift pi bond on this direction toward more electronegative element, not toward less electronegative element. If I shift pi bond toward oxygen, then oxygen will carry negative charge, this carbon will carry positive charge. Now attacking reagent is negative, means attacking reagent is nucleophile. So nucleophile will attack on positive charge. Now after attacking, we will form this intermediate. Now this negative charge is a base. If I further add H plus, means if I further add acid, what is the type of reaction? It will be a acid base reaction. This O minus will react with H plus. Now this product formed is known as cyanohydrine. It is a famous common name, cyanohydrine. What is the meaning of cyanohydrine? Cyano means CN. Cyano means CN. Hydrine. Hydrine means OH. You have to remember what is the cyanohydrine? Carbon, cyanide and OH. And usually it is on same carbon. Now let us take one more example of minus E effect. The more electronegative element in this case is nitrogen. We will shift pi bond toward nitrogen. If we shift pi bond toward nitrogen, means toward right hand side. Toward right hand side, there will be a negative charge on nitrogen and positive charge on carbon. If the attacking reagent is nucleophile, so where the nucleophile will attack? On electrophile, or we can say negative charge will attack on positive charge. Addition process takes place. And what is the type of effect? This is known as minus E effect. Why it is minus E? Because the attacking reagent is nucleophile. We already discussed in the definition, if attacking reagent is nucleophile, it is known as minus E, and if attacking reagent is electrophile, E plus, then it is known as plus E. Difference between electromeric effect and inductive effect. What is the difference between electromeric and inductive? First of all, you have to pause the video and just write few difference in your class notes, or just try to find out what are the difference between electromeric effect and inductive effect. Think at least 2 to 3 difference between electromeric and inductive. Don't watch video further. First of all, think. Now, what is the difference between electromeric effect and inductive effect? First of all, electromeric effect is a temporary effect. Why it is a temporary? When the electromeric effect takes place, this effect takes place in presence of attacking reagent. If any attacking reagent approaches that molecule, then this pi bond will shift. This means in absence of attacking reagent, there is no electromeric effect. That means it is a temporary effect, means it is influenced by the attacking reagent. We can explain in the form of war. Indian army will respond to Pakistan. When Indian army respond to Pakistan? When Pakistan will attack. Usually we are a peaceful country, So if anyone attack us, then we will retaliate or we can respond. So similarly, just like a Indian army, it will respond when there is a attacking reagent. So this is a perfect example of electromeric effect. If no one attack us, we will not respond, our army will not respond. So this means it is a temporary effect, just like a response of our army. And what is inductive effect? It is a permanent effect because it is a displacement of sigma electron. Now second difference is electromeric effect is shifting across pi bond. In electromeric we shift toward mainly involve pi bond. And what about the inductive? We use sigma bond in inductive effect. There is a complete charge formation. If we do inductive electromeric effect, the charge formation are complete. And if we use inductive effect, then charge formed are partial. So in inductive there is a partial charge, and in electromeric there is a complete charge. An external reagent is needed for electromeric effect, and inductive no external reagent is needed, because the inductive effect takes place within a sigma bond of the molecule, irrespective of attacking reagent or not. Pause the video and write all this difference between electromeric and inductive. Now there will be a quiz. So I will give you 5 to 6 seconds for each slide. What you have to do, you have to pause the video, write the question and select your answer. Then we will discuss all the question together. Got it? For each slide you will get 5 to 6 seconds. If you need more time, just pause it. Now let's discuss all the questions all in this electromeric effect and inductive effect. Now what is the first answer of the first question? The electromeric effect is a temporary or permanent? It is a temporary effect because it takes place in under influence of attacking reagent. The electromeric effect is observed in saturated compound, means just like a alkane, or unsaturated compound just like a alkene and alkyne. So what is our answer? Unsaturated, because in electromeric shifting of pi bond. Why no electromeric in saturated? Because of absence of pi bond. Means for electromeric effect pi bond is needed. In plus C the electron pair move toward. In plus C effect electron will move toward electrophilic reagent. For example, this is propene and there is a electrophile. This pi bond will move toward electrophilic reagent, or we can simply say that plus C effect takes place in presence of electrophile. Electrophilic effect is caused by attacking reagent or molecular structure attacking reagent. Which of the following types of compound commonly show the electromeric effect? Alkane or alkene? Alkene shows electromeric effect. Again, because of pi bond. In minus E effect, electron movement toward electrophile or away from nucleophile? Away from nucleophile. Why away from nucleophile? For example, in ketone, we shift pi bond toward oxygen. In next step, nucleophile will attack. This will form. Means the nucleophile will attack on this carbon and pi bond will shift toward adjacent carbon. Means the nucleophilic attack is away from the lone pair, away from the electronic movement. While in case of plus E effect, for example, in case of plus E effect, electrophile will move nearer to the movement of pi bond is nearer to the electrophile. In this attack is away from the nucleophile, away from the movement of pi electrons. That's why I consider away from the nucleophile. The electromeric effect disappear after the removal of attacking reagent. Yes. For example, this is our cyanohydrine. This formed by electromeric effect. If I removed SCN, then what is the product? Ketone. Means after removing SCN, the original molecule will remain, reactant will reappear. This means after removing of the attacking reagent. Once you remove the attacking reagent, electromeric effect will disappear. In the electromeric addition reaction, alkene, which type of electromeric effect is observed? In alkene is a nucleophile. This means the type of effect observed is plus E. The electromeric effect is commonly seen in the similar type of question we discussed, double bond. The electromeric effect, electron pair are shifted partially or complete. We already discussed in the difference between inductive and electromeric. There is a complete shifting of pi electron in case of electromeric effect. Now the inductive effect is permanent or temporary? It is permanent, just like a star and moons. The inductive occurred due to polarization of sigma bonds. Which of the following atom would have plus I effect? Halogen or alkyl? Alkyl means R group. R means sp3 will show plus I effect. In the minus I effect, electron are withdraw toward more electronegative element or push toward more electropositive element. Withdraw toward more electronegative element, just like a alkyl halide. The inductive effect is strongest near the atom throughout the entire molecule. It is a distance dependent effect. Means the strongest will be near the atoms because it is a distance dependent. Which of the following group shows minus I effect? Alkyl or nitro? Which shows minus I? Nitro group will show minus I because alkyl will show plus I. Inductive effect is mostly common seen in polar molecule or non-polar molecule. It is in polar molecule because in non-polar there is no difference of electronegativity. Just like a alkane, inductive effect will not operate in alkane, absence of polarity or absence of difference in electronegativity. Inductive effect decreases with the increasing distance from the source or decreases distance from the decreases because the more effect will be on first carbon, then second decreases, then third decreases. As the away from the source, the inductive effect will significant decreases. Which of these effect permanent observed in covalent molecule? Permanent means inductive, electromeric is temporary. The inductive effect influences the stability of ion and molecules, the reactivity only in metals. Inductive effect is not for metal only, it is for reactivity. For example, we already explained in carbocations, there is a plus I effect, cation stability increases, carbanion stability decreases, means it effect on the stability of ions and molecules, not for metals. In an inductive effect, each conjugative bond reduces the effect by factor of approximately half. and the original effect strength is 8 unit at the first carbon. What is the approximately effect strength in unit at the third carbon? For example, this is our electron withdrawing group, or we can say minus I effect. Now, the original effect strength is 8 unit at the first carbon. This is first carbon, this is second, this is third, this is fourth. The original it is at 8 unit at first carbon. Now, what is the factor? The factor of approximately half. Means inductive effect is decreases half by each carbon. So, what is the approximately effect of the third carbon? So, this is 8 unit. My next factor is half. Therefore, it will be 4 unit. Next factor will be half. This means it will be 2 unit. At the third carbon. So, what is the answer? Third carbon it will be 2. Got it? If molecule containing carbonyl group which undergo minus E effect due to nucleophilic attack, if the electron pair shift to the oxygen atom, what is the formal charge on the oxygen atom? Now, what is the formal charge on oxygen atom? In case of minus E effect, this will be positive charge, this will be minus charge, this means formal charge will be minus 1. If a molecule with 6 consecutive carbon atom and if a plus I is attached to the first carbon, how many of the remaining 5 experience increase in electron density due to the inductive effect? Means there is a 6 consecutive carbon, got it? And there is a plus I effect. Let us consider O minus. O minus so strong plus I effect. If plus I group attached to the first carbon, it is attached with first carbon, how many of the remaining 5 carbon experience an increase in electron density? Means it is showing plus I effect. So, how many carbon will experience increase in electron density? What is your answer? So, as the distance dependent inductive effect is weaker, but it will operate throughout the molecule. Now, if we have to take a chance where it the maximum will operate, where it will negligible, usually we say after second, third carbon, maximum third carbon, we neglect the inductive effect after third carbon. But in this case, the question asked what is the electron density effect, the effect of inductive effect will be in the entire molecule. We are not considering where the maximum effect takes place. We are considering effect of inductive. So, yes, there will be effect of inductive in entire remaining carbon. This means what will be the answer? Answer will be 5. In carbonyl group, the oxygen double bond undergo the electromeric effect due to nucleophilic attack. How many electrons from pi bond shift toward oxygen atom? Means how many pi in minus E effect, how many pi electrons shift? So, there are 2 electrons, but it is asking about shifting of pi bond toward the oxygen atom. How many pi electrons shift toward the oxygen? So, what is your answer? Our answer will be 2. 2 electrons are shifting. It is not asking where the electron belongs to. It is just asking where is the shifting takes place. If molecule exhibit temporary shift of pi electron formed nearby electrophile, if double bond contribute 1 pi electron, what is the total number of pi electron affected by electromeric shift? If each carbon atom in the bond contribute 1 pi electron, what is the total number of pi electron affected by the electromeric shift? Pi electron affected, for example, ethene, we are doing electromeric shift. So, how many pi electron are affected? Answer will be 2. 2 pi electron will be affected. Got it? Now, that is all for today. I already covered inductive effect, then I covered electromeric effect. Now, what you have to do? You have to do some class test and you have to solve DPP. It is already given in my YouTube channel, YouTube playlist. If you check the playlist, the remaining video will be on based on DPP, means daily practice problem, and there will be a class test based on inductive and electromeric effect. First of all, what you have to do? You have to revise all the notes, then you have to attempt all the DPPs and class test. And if you like that video, please share, subscribe and tell your friends. Thank you. Jai Hind.